After you finish the introduction, you obviously need to pass through the main body of your essay, of your assignment.
What should you do in order to write successfully the body of your assignment?
Read, plan, substantiate your arguments, acknowledge personal bias, and reference.
Read.
The first one is that you need to read. Yes, it might seem obvious. You may tell me, yes, everyone tells us to read. Everyone tells us to read this amount of papers, this amount of this. But reading is essential. Otherwise, you cannot know what has been already written on the subject and therefore get the knowledge that you can and add to it. You are expected to, and this is very important, you are expected to read, to understand what has been already written, what the arguments are on that subject, to evaluate them, and eventually to add with your research to that body of knowledge and create something new. Create something which is yours.
What and how much should I read? Let's start with what you should read. Articles from peer-reviewed journals, books written by experts in the subject, encyclopedias are well respected in the academic field. How do I find such material? First thing you need to do is check the reading list provided by your lecturer. Secondly, check the references or bibliography of an article or book you are sure about for ideas. Then, check what is made available by the institutional library you are studying at, and also check online. How much should I read? This is a difficult question to reply to. The truthful answer is it depends. It depends on your question. It depends on the topic. And it depends on the level you are working at. A 500-word brief needs less than a 2,500 essay, and a dissertation needs much, much more. As a rule of thumb, for a normal essay of 2,500 words, you should at least read between 15 and 20 peer-reviewed articles or books. But this is just indicative. It all depends on what you're reading. The important thing is to read both seminal studies and very recent studies.
Plan.
Once you have read all the material, you have to start putting it in order. Have a clear order. Have a clear plan to your essay. You have to explain how you are getting from point A to point B, how you are going to answer the question.
Steps for an effective plan. Make sure you read and understand the essay question. Make sure you know what the lecturer or examiner is asking. Brainstorm. Time to gather your ideas. Write down anything that comes to mind, even if you are not sure it is valid for your essay. You will have time later to discard any ideas that do not fit. Gather what you have written in your brainstorming exercise and start organizing it into main themes and arguments. Structure your essay with what you have done in number 2 and 3 above. There are various methods of brainstorming. The most widely used and effective are mind maps, and concept maps.